Would you like to work in the clothing or textile industry? Can you visualize how pattern pieces fit together? Are you extremely detail-oriented? Have you fine motor skills for precise cutting? Can you work calmly under pressure? If you've said yes to these questions, then the occupation of clothing, home textiles and general goods cutter might be the one for you. Cutters lay out, mark and cut fabrics that are to be used to make clothes as well as other textile-based goods. They usually work in factories and use powerful equipment that can cut through all types of fabrics. The most important aspect of the cutting operation is the correct rolling out, spreading and layering of the material. If an error is made and the fabric is incorrectly layered, it will be cut out incorrectly. Very little can be done to rectify the situation if this happens, and it invariably will mean a loss of profit for the company. The actual work carried out by cutters will depend on the level of automation in the factory. In high-tech factories, the pattern and pattern layout instructions are sent electronically to a computer-controlled cutting machine. Cutters in this instance monitor the machine's work. In factories that are less automated, cutters use cutting machines that require manual operation. In some small companies, or if extremely delicate fabric is being cut, cutters use electric hand cutters. Before they start, cutters check that all cutting equipment is working properly and that the blades are sharp and properly positioned. They unroll the fabric and spread it out on cutting tables or on the bed of a cutting machine. They check the number of material layers carefully before they start the cutting process. This is important because some fabric may be slippery or stretchy and won't remain in place if too many layers are cut at once. It is important that cutters have a good understanding of fabrics to prevent cutting errors. If using a cutting press, the cutter clamps the cutting dies to the machine head. The cutting dies have sharp blades which are forced through the layers of material when the cutter moves the lever or pushes the pedal to activate the machine. The cutter then removes the cut parts from the bed of the machine. If cutters are using handheld cutters, they lay out the pattern pieces on the fabric, secure them and cut, following pattern instructions and guidelines. Once the material is cut, the different parts are numbered and bundled. These bundles will then go to the sewing machine operators, who will sew the item. There are no specific educational requirements for this occupation. Most employers set their own entry criteria. Training will take place through short courses and skills programs as well as on-the-job training. This may include computer skills as well as courses dealing with the properties of different fabrics and textiles. Advancement may involve taking on a supervisory role in the cutting room. Alternatively, with further training, a cutter could move into the occupation of pattern maker. As the occupation of pattern maker is becoming increasingly computerized, specialized technical training would probably be required.